It's with very great pleasure that I now invite our higher doctorate, Christina Barton, to give today's graduation address.
Thank you, Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, tēnā koutou katoa. I'm grateful to my esteemed colleagues who deemed my work worthy for this higher doctorate. This is indeed a moment to relish. I'm looking out into the pitch blackness of the auditorium, knowing my family are here, and internally waving to my 93-year-old mother who is watching the live stream from her home in Rotorua. Thank you for your patience and support as I've juggled work and home life over these many years. In the 4 short minutes allocated for me to speak today, I want to share with you one insight into the work that I do. You'll understand why once I've said my piece. In 2019, I worked on a book and exhibition devoted to the photographic practice of Auckland-based artist Joyce Campbell. She has been working with Kohatu historian and tribal elder Richard Niania to produce photographs that give form to the stories embedded in his people's whenua, which lies inland from Wairoa on the east coast of the North Island and centres on the confluence of 3 rivers that run together into the waterfall known as Te Renga. Titled Te Taniwha, her gorgeous, large-scale, hand-printed black and white images made in the field with a camera designed in the 19th century have a beauty and mystery that arise from the fact that what we see is the actual effect of light as it interacts with the chemicals used to fix the image on paper. I saw in this marriage of Western technology and Māori storytelling a genuine attempt by 2 individuals to work together despite their recognition of the burden of history and the untranslatability of their cultural differences. They used visual imagery as a mode of redress. As an art historian dedicated to defining what is unique or telling about the art of this place, I recognize their project as a hopeful reflection of our historical moment. It tells me about where we are as a nation as we struggle to come to terms with the past and find a way to move forward into the future. Their work builds on a rich and various history of representations made by artists to capture their surroundings and grant them meaning and significance. Campbell's photographs contrast strikingly, for example, with a small watercolour of the very same subject painted in April 1867 by the amateur watercolourist James Crow Richmond, whilst visiting the district as acting native minister sent by the government to listen to Māori grievances over land confiscations, which is now held in the collections of Te Papa. Taken together across the arc of history, these depictions map how far we've come and provide an opportunity to rethink what is at stake when we make or take a picture. They resonate especially as Wairoa and Te Tai Rāwhiti tackle the devastation caused by the floods and storms suffered this summer. My discipline, art history, has provided me with the tools to unpack what art shows and tells, and to communicate this to readers and viewers. I love this subject because it brings me close to the creative process and to the workings of the human imagination. But more than this, by tracking how art changes over time, how it is understood, appreciated, traded, collected, talked about, fought over, exhibited and circulated, We gain insights into how human society functions to collectively produce meaning and value. There's so much important work still to be done in my field, just as I'm sure there is in other disciplines within the humanities and the social sciences. We must not underestimate the value of our efforts or their potential usefulness. We're living in challenging times. Humans are frail and foolish creatures, but at our best, when we create and think, we find ways to lift ourselves, to feel something bigger, to give shape to time, and find purpose in our existence. Thank you.